Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. My name's Kailey Bosch. I'm a design team member here at Ecstasy Crafts, and I am super excited to show off one of our new collections from one of the brands that we carry called Studio Light. So we're going to be showing off the Just Lou butterfly collection, and I'll give you a little sneak peek of the project that we're going to make, a little butterfly wing journal, mini scrapbook type of thing. So I will pop you over and we'll go to our overhead view. And I want to say everything that we're going to use can be found on our website at ecstasycrafts.com. You can find everything there from glue to foam pads for a little 3D effect, all kinds of stuff, mixed media, stencils, dyes, gorgeous papers. But I'll start off by showing you the Just Lou butterfly collection. So we've got all kinds of gorgeous elements. Here we have some pre-cut paper pad elements so that they just punch out and you can add them onto whatever project or design you are working on. Gorgeous coloring, very monarch style colors. I'm in love with it all. Lots of different die cuts. You can see we've got some floral elements that we've used on our project there. Sentiments, little butterfly die cuts. Lots of intricate little dies that we'll do embossing as well. You can see the veins on that butterfly's wing. Maybe we'll run that one through our Go Power and Emboss machine. Why don't we do that? So let me turn on my Go Power and Emboss. Now this is a beautiful electric die cutting machine that we carry here at Ecstasy Crafts. You can find it all on our website. So I'm going to pop open my die and let's grab that middle one. I like that guy. So you can see it has the two dies, so we'll cut out our background and our butterfly wing detail. So I'm going to put that on my plates for my Go Power. Put those on there and toss my top plate on. And we will run that through. And the Go Power and Emboss machine does all the work for me. It adjusts the tension, everything. We can emboss with our rubber mat, do all kinds of great things. Automatic power, so I don't have to crank anything. And it shuts off on its own when your die is cut. So there we have it. And we can just pop out all of those little cutouts. And you can see the embossed detail on those wings. The machine takes care of it for us as well, the kind of veins in there, as well as the cutout pieces. Pop all those guys out. And there we have it. So we can add a little ink on that to color up our butterfly if we want. I'll grab one of my Nelly blending brushes, and why don't we use the VersaFine Clair ink called Monarch. That will match well with our butterfly. And I'm just going to pick up some of my ink and blend that onto my wings. And you can see the embossed detail kind of come to life. There we go. And we could layer that on our backdrop. And we have a perfect little butterfly element to add to whatever project. All right. So why don't we save that? We'll build a page for our butterfly journal with that, or a butterfly little scrapbook. Okay, so back to all of these gorgeous dies, some nice borders, perfect for underlining a title of a scrapbook page or adding a little detail here and there. Now here is our die cut for our butterfly wing. So you can see it has the 3 dies in there, and the base die punches out our holes that we can add our rings onto to join all of our pages together. So we have a bunch of different styles of rings: silver, black. This is our kind of antique style ring that I've got on there for that. And then all kinds of stencils. This is the stencil we will use, and it pairs perfectly with our butterfly wing. We'll do a quick demo with that. Why don't we do that? There's all kinds of stencils in just this collection alone, but we have all kinds of masks up on our website at scrapfest.ca. So I've already got a wing cut out, and I want to show you how we get this gorgeous wing kind of airy look there. So what I've done is started with a cut of our most inner die of this wing die cut, and we have cut it out of our watercolor cardstock. Now I'm going to take, why don't we use a blackberry from our Botanical Stains by Sam Poole, our Cosmic Shimmer line. And it comes with a little dropper, and these stains are just so wonderful. So all I'm going to do to get this lovely abstract look is just spread some of that ink on my craft mat. I'm going to give my watercolor card a quick spritz with just some water. And we're just going to pick up some of that botanical stain. And look at just that already. A gorgeous wing print. So we can grab our heat tool, give that a quick dry. And we can build upon this. So it doesn't take long to dry up that botanical stain. It is water-based. And we go back and pick up more, and it just builds the color on that wing for us. Adds a bunch of different textures, some nice splotches for our butterfly wing effect. Gorgeous. And we can add as many different layers as we want. Mix different colors in there. I believe there's 8 different botanical stain colors. Better close that up. Now, to get this lovely, shiny wing effect, I'm going to take our butterfly stencil and I've got my magnetic craft mat by Nellie's Choice down there. So I'm just going to place our stencil over top. And because it's the magnetic craft mat, I can use magnets to hold my stencil in place. Grab one of them. There and there. Then I'm going to take some of our Cosmic Shimmer texture paste and a little palette knife. And this will dry clear. This is our clear texture paste. So I'm just going to grab some of that onto my palette knife and just spread a thin layer of that over top. And that's what's going to give us that kind of glassy winged look. When it dries clear, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Grab a little bit more on there. And because the die for the butterfly wing comes in this collection, we can add as many pages to our butterfly scrapbook as we want, and add them onto our rings and really build, it could be a very cool kind of keepsake, a kind of notebook, scrapbooky journal for a kid to build throughout the summer to add to those pages. Could be a lot of fun, or a beautiful gift for someone or for yourself, you know? Okay, so there we've got our wing texture on there. Now I'm just going to carefully pull my stencil back, and you will see once that dries, we will have a glassy winged look that's going to look just like this stencil. Now we could use that stencil with inks, again with our blending brush, or what have you. It's going to be gorgeous. So why don't we clean that texture paste up quickly, get the rest of that botanical stain out of there. Now, why don't we build another page for our butterfly scrapbook, a mini butterfly scrapbook. Okay, so I've got here a base page. So this is going to be the next page in our journal. So I think I will show you a stencil. Why don't we do this one? This could be fun. Open up this stencil. And these work so lovely in combination with one another. Now, tack that down, and because they're kind of mixed media stencils, not fully square, we can just grab a little bit to put on, why don't we do the top? Grab a little bit to put on our wing. And that's just going to give us a quick little background. Look at that. And kind of buff it out. Beautiful. Now, another product from Studio Light is their beautiful rice papers. So look at all of these butterflies. We could steal any little element off of these gorgeous rice papers to add some texture to our projects. I mean, they're just wonderful. There's sentiments on there we could steal. Beautiful. A full scene there we could take bits and pieces from, or use the full thing as a background. Some lovely elements. For this project, I'm going to use a rice paper from our Janine's Mindful Art collection, also from Studio Light. And I think we will just grab this little piece to put on our butterfly wing, just right here. So I'm going to grab my water brush. It's just a little water brush full of water, and it wets the tip when we use it. And I'm just going to trace around the bit of rice paper that I want to pull off. And that just breaks down the rice paper enough with just the water that we can then detach it from the rest of the page. And if you can see, the fibers there pull out, so it's going to just meld beautifully into whatever background you have. It's going to go seamlessly into there. You can add a little bit more water if you need it. There we go. Set that aside. Now I'm going to grab my, I'm going to use my clear matte finish glaze. Put a little bit on my craft mat. And I think we'll just plug this in right there. So just using a foam brush, I'm going to pick up some of that. Maybe need a little bit more. Do a little base coat there on the bottom of my wing. And we'll put that on. And we just cover it. Now again, we can trim it up with our water brush. Got a little crazy in there. Just pull that piece out. There we go. And we can, oops, I guess we'll need to trim that piece too. There we go. Beautiful. You can see it just looks like it's just perfectly part of our wing. Build all kinds of little scenes with this rice paper. The colors are just gorgeous, beautiful quality. Wrap that around the back. And there we have a beautiful wing, beautiful, beautiful. Now, why don't we do another little die cut? We can cut a sentiment out of our of some of our dies. Let's do this one. It's going to say happy. So I'll turn my Go Power and Emboss machine back on. Grab my plates. Here we go. And wherever I put my paper, there it is. We'll spread a little bit of our ink on there to give some nice color to our die. We could use whatever paper we wanted to run through our die cutting machine. Okay, toss our top plate on, and we will run it through. Perfect. Okay, easy peasy. There, we've got a little sentiment. I think I'll darken that up a little bit with some ink. We'll use Fantasia. Darken that up so it stands out. There we go. Pop out the middle of those letters. Beautiful. And we can pop that on our wing with some sticky speck glue dots, or even just a little bit of our matte glue. It's going to dry on there. Perfect. And then why don't we attach our other little butterfly die cut. We'll use a little bit of foam tape. Add a bit of color to that, to our base. And again, we could be using our botanical stain if we wanted. There we go. And then I'm going to use a little piece of our double-sided tape. And again, all of these products that I'm using today, all of the tools, all of the adhesives, the papers, everything can be found on our website at scrapfest.ca. I'll just bend those wings up to give a little 3D effect. And there, we can attach that to our rings and continue on building our butterfly scrapbook. Now I'll show you, there's this line also, I mean, we have all kinds of stamps on our website. But I'll show you some of the stamps that are in the Just Lou collection. There's our first page, second page, so much fun. So I'll show you some of the stamps we've got in this collection. A beautiful moth, lots of different flowers, a nice little, what is that, a hydrangea, a fun dragonfly, and this butterfly that's my favorite. And we just posted a new blog post using this stamp and a very cool ink blot technique that we used to build the background in this card. And you can find that tutorial on our blog up on our website. If you go to the inspiration tab on ecstasycrafts.com, you can find all kinds of tutorials on our YouTube channel and everything for all kinds of paper craft projects. So I will show one more set of, one more collection, I suppose. It would be our Studio Light Essentials, which I absolutely love for anyone who's into bullet journaling or, mini scrapbooking, doing planner designs. We have the Planner Essentials collection. So it comes with, I will show you, the planner that it's all based around. We have the blue or a beige. Now, this planner comes already with your little checklist stamp in a little plastic sleeve, as well as these pages, rings that open up, so you can add as many pages as you want, because also in this collection is the dies to cut out those pages, as well as little accent dies to make little pockets to slip things in, to create lots of dimension on those pages. A few different designs. We have a little teared edge page that fits in the same planner, a little fancy edge, and you can see the kind of reinforcing tab dies where you can plug them on and add little accents, some nice labels. And I think this is the denim jeans page cut out with some banners that also would fit in your rings to turn sideways. Lots of different designs and all kinds of stuff. This collection also comes with all kinds of stamps for bullet journaling and making planners. We have tons of letter dies and stamps and everything you need to create some very cool projects. Last thing I want to mention is our 12 by 12 paper pads from Craft Consortium. They are absolutely gorgeous. This is one of our newer, one of the newer collections, the Woodland collection from Craft Consortium. And these papers are just gorgeous. If you can see, they have a little bit of a glossy accent finish on one side and a flat finish on the other. Here's a little gold shimmer finish, and then a more basic on the back side. All kinds of cute little woodland animals, our porcupines, some deer, birds, all kinds of fun stuff in all of the Craft Consortium collections. So be sure to check that out on ecstasycrafts.com. Check out our blog for all kinds of inspiration. We're posting all kinds of stuff on our social media pages. So be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram to keep up to date with all of the projects and inspiration we're sharing with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you were inspired to create a little butterfly scrapbook and add some dimension and uniqueness to your projects. So again, everything can be found at ecstasycrafts.com. Thank you so much for joining me and enjoy your day. Bye.